African Union Summit held in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia on February 15 to 16 marked a pivotal moment in Africa's diplomatic and economic trajectory. Bringing together African heads of states, diplomats, and international partners, the summit addressed critical issues that will define the continent's future, from leadership transitions to peace and security, and economic growth to institutional reforms. The election of a new chairperson for the African Union Commission (AUC) took center stage at the summit. As Moussa Faki Mohammed from Chad completed his tenure, the race to lead Africa's foremost continental body held profound implications for the direction of the AU's policies and its influence on the global stage. The candidate, a crossroad in African leadership. Two key figures emerged in the race for the chairperson's position. Raila Odinga from Kenya, a seasoned Pan-Africanist, a former prime minister and a long-time advocate for African reform. Odinga campaigned on a platform of financial autonomy for the AU, greater political cohesion, and enhanced African representation on the global stage. His candidacy garnered substantial support, including from countries like Ghana, Rwanda, and the Democratic Republic of Congo. Mahamoud Ali Yusuf from Djibouti. Yusuf, a highly respected diplomat with a focus on regional stability and peace, received backing from several Francophone nations and the Horn of Africa bloc. His candidacy emphasized the importance of peace building, regional cooperation, and strengthening the AU's internal mechanism for security. The outcome: Yusuf's triumph. The election results were historic. Mahamoud Ali Yusuf was elected the new chairperson of the African Union Commission, securing broad support with a strong mandate to lead the AU into a new era. His leadership is expected to bring renewed focus to regional security challenges, economic cooperation, and institutional reforms within the AU. His victory signifies not just a shift in leadership, but a deep commitment to addressing Africa's pressing challenges, most notably the continent's security crisis, economic instability, and the ongoing quest for greater global influence. A critical moment for Africa's security landscape. While the leadership transition captured much of the attention, the summit's discussions were dominated by deepening security crises across the continent. Several key issues are at the forefront. Eastern Democratic Republic of Congo (DRC). Tensions between Congolese forces and the M23 rebel group, with allegations of Rwandan involvement, continue to destabilize the region, undermining peace efforts and displacing thousands. Sudan's civil war. The ongoing conflict between Sudan's armed forces (SAF) and the Rapid Support Forces (RSF) has resulted in catastrophic humanitarian impacts, with little progress toward peace despite international mediation. The Sahel region. Rising jihadist violence and political instability in Mali, Burkina Faso, and Niger are overwhelming the AU's peacekeeping mechanisms, with military coups further complicating the situation. Ethiopia's fragile peace. Ethnic tensions and the aftermath of the Tigray conflict remain significant sources of instability in Africa's second most populous country. To address these escalating crises, the AU's Peace and Security Council (PSC) is undergoing significant reforms. Emphasis is being placed on reducing the AU's dependency on external funding for peace missions, which currently rely on EU and UN support for over 80% of their budgets. The goal is to enhance Africa's capacity to finance and lead its own peacekeeping operations. Economic development, realizing Africa's aspiration through Agenda 2063. Despite ongoing security challenges, the summit placed a strong emphasis on economic development as a strong cornerstone of Africa's future. Key components of Agenda 2063, Africa's blueprint for transformation, were highlighted, including health and well-being. Africa's healthcare system needs robust investment, especially in maternal and child health, as the continent strives towards universal healthcare coverage. Climate resilience. In the face of climate change, particularly in drought-prone areas like the Horn of Africa, The AU is prioritizing the transition to renewable energy sources and climate adaptation strategies. Youth and digital transformation. As Africa is home to the world's youngest population, fostering entrepreneurship, innovation, and digital transformation will be central to Africa's growth. The summit underscored the need for policies that will support youth empowerment and the integration of artificial intelligence and technology into the continent's economy. A new economic frontier, African Financial Stability Mechanism (AFSM). In a groundbreaking move, the summit introduced the African Financial Stability Mechanism (AFSM), a $20 billion initiative designed to buffer the continent from potential debt crisis. The AFSM will allow African countries to manage financial shocks more effectively, reducing their reliance on external lenders and fortifying the continent's financial autonomy. The AFSM represents a critical step towards reshaping Africa's financial future, empowering the continent to navigate global economic uncertainties with greater independence. Global representation, a permanent seat for Africa at the UN. A key theme of the summit was the renewed call for Africa to secure 2 permanent seats at the United Nations Security Council. As Africa continues to assert itself on the global stage, the G20 membership it secured in 2023 provides a platform to press for debt relief and fairer trade policies, ensuring that Africa's voice is heard in international decision-making processes. Institutional reform, a more effective AU. For the AU to effectively address Africa's challenges, profound reforms are necessary. The summit focused on financial independence, increasing member state contributions to reduce the AU's reliance on external donors and ensuring the financial sustainability of the Union. Merit-based recruitment, strengthening transparency in the recruitment process for AU leadership positions, ensuring the selection of capable and qualified candidates. Gender parity, strengthening gender parity policies to ensure that women have equal representation in AU decision-making bodies, particularly in leadership roles. Africa's role in global geopolitics. A unified voice. As Africa navigates an increasingly multipolar world, the AU's role in global geopolitics is more critical than ever. The summit addressed several key areas. AU-EU relations. While the European Union remains Africa's largest trade and development partner, political shifts in Europe could lead to an unpredictable future. The AU aims to strengthen its relationship with the EU while diversifying its partners. AU-China relations. China's Belt and Road Initiative (BRI) has significantly boosted Africa's infrastructure development, though concerns about debt sustainability persist. The AU must balance these engagements to ensure long-term economic health. Support for Palestine and Haiti. Reaffirming Africa's anti-colonial stance, the summit passed resolutions supporting Palestinian statehood and called for international intervention to address Haiti's ongoing political crisis. A defining crossroads for Africa. The 2025 AU Summit marks a defining moment in Africa's trajectory. With a new chairperson at the helm, significant institutional reforms underway, and a renewed focus on economic and security challenges, Africa stands at a crossroads. The decisions made at Addis Ababa will resonate across the continent, shaping its path toward greater unity, prosperity, and global influence. As the African Union embarks on this transformative journey, the summit underscored the need for collective action, strong leadership, and a greater regional integration to overcome the complex challenges Africa faces. The outcome of this summit will have far-reaching implications, shaping Africa's future for generations to come. Ephraim Magbu, reporting for Puff TV.
People of the Fountain.